A rare total solar eclipse is coming to North America on April 8th, 2024, and scientists are buzzing with anticipation. But this eclipse isn't just about darkness and pretty lights. This one might unveil the sun's hidden fury in the form of gigantic eruptions and powerful bursts of energy. So buckle up, because we're about to delve into the science behind this extraordinary event and explore what it means for us here on Earth.
Wow, that was some intro. So, oh, awesome, crazy solar eclipse. Well, I was later in this video, I did episode 1. This is episode 1 of Jim's first solar eclipse, photographing Jim's first solar eclipse. And, you know, this just came to me. Sometimes God brings these gifts to you and says, look, you better go to this. You better go to this. Sorry, I'm moving the camera around. Because I have a good friend who happens to live in Kingsland, Texas, just outside of Austin. And he says, Jim, you need to come down and photograph this, spend some time with a good brother. And I thought, I don't know, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I mean, it'd be cool, but is it that cool? You know, a lot of reasons. Think twice about it. So I thought, well, let me think about it. Anyway, I checked on the hotel rooms and take a look at this for hotel rooms in Eagle Pass, because one of the things in Texas and all along for this total eclipse is weather, clouds. So take a look at the cost for Kingsland, Texas. And I said, well, look, I've got a brother that'll put me up, feed me. He has a car. He's right in the middle of the path. He's in a very good area. The forecast is so-so there. And if I did travel to Eagle Pass, I might know somebody there too, because here's what a hotel in Eagle Pass costs. Anyway, this is episode. Well, I'm about to go on a trip to Texas. It's nice to think about going to Texas because it's a little white and cold, but it's beautiful. So I'm going to Kingsland, Texas for the April 8th total eclipse. Kingsland's just outside of Austin. But the preparation, I've been taking photographs of the sun. First off, you know, there's a lot of stuff you have to do that I never thought I'd have to do, like a very special solar filter. You can't see through it, not even in the brightest of day, not looking at almost the it's that dark. So I have a very good filter, and that I'm going to put on the highest resolution camera I have is an old Sony R7R camera, and it has the 400 millimeter, 100 to 400. I might have these backwards. And then I have an A9, and that has a wide angle, 16 to 35. Oh, and this is the 400, excuse me. This is the 400 lens. So I have two camera bodies, 70 to 200, a 100 to 400, a 1.85 millimeter when it's in totality to try to get the most out of it. Special filters, all the equipment for charging batteries, and my laptop will go in here. So this case is going to be my carry-on. It's a special carry-on bag. Oh, and extra batteries for what I'm using right now, my Insta360. And actually in here is the 360 lens that I intend to use to capture most of the ambient going on around me. So that's carry-on bag. I get one carry-on free, and that's the right size. Then I get like a purse, and my purse is going to be this, a third camera. That's a A7R3 with a 24 to 100, I think. And then the DJI, I have the DJI wireless mics. This is all the charging, because both the A7 III and the A9 are all the bigger batteries. The old A7R, I think it's a one, maybe it's just an R or a 2 maybe, but it's got the smaller batteries, so I have to have those chargers. Then, of course, none of my tripods would fit in either one of those. So these will go on the flight, the man bag or whatever, and the carry-on. This is an SKB hard bag. And out of North Dakota, a small town, Delta flies a little plane, and this bag here is ruggedized, but it'll have to be gate checked, which means I get it at the gate again in Minneapolis, and then it'll be a bigger flight into Austin that this can go in the overhead. So I need another bag that would get all my tripods. I have 3 of them. Well, 2 tripods, and then a stand for this camera, the 360, and my clothes. And over on I'm 73. The vitamins and drugs. Luckily, I'm not on a whole lot of drugs. So all this, it looks like overpacking to me, but I can't figure out any better way to do it to assure if this bag is lost, I can buy clothes at Walmart. This bag will be with me, but in all cases, if nothing else, I have a camera here. So carry-on, man bag with everything in it, all my clothes in here, and then this little bag actually will be to keep this small that I'm filming on now for the trip itself. I'll be using this on the trip to document the trip, because it could be cloudy, and I'll show you some of those third-party pieces. All this travel, go all the way down there and then find out it's going to be a cloudy day. Well, but I say, even if it is cloudy, there's a story to tell, and a pretty interesting one, about the total eclipse in Texas. So I'm pretty well ready. I've been practicing. I'll show you a couple of my practice shots. Then, of course, my laptop has to go in up top here. And that's pretty much the preparation. So, and then, of course, I got a headlamp here. Might just turn that to daylight if I need it. All kinds of hookups. Because when I come back, I actually have to video an event at the state capitol. So I won't even be able to come back here. So it'll be rather interesting. So my first total solar eclipse, my first attempt at telling the story of my first solar eclipse. And hopefully I'm praying that God will grant me clear skies, or at least clouds at least pass out of the way for just a short time. I do have a plan B. I know some people in Eagle Pass, Texas, and that's further south. And right now the weather, and Ryan Hall, y'all, says the weather in Texas is iffy. This is the April showers bring May flowers time. So play it by ear. And but Eagle Pass is 230 or 40 miles from Kingsland. And they say that there's going to be so many people in that area. Don't try to drive anywhere. It's going to be terrible. The wonderful thing is I've got a very good friend, a lifelong friend that lives right in Kingsland, right on the middle of the line for it. So the only thing, and so I'll be shooting from his backyard, hopefully, or the top of his garage, or both. So we'll play it by ear. But they told me there's a lot of beautiful photography down there. Like the bluebells are out, beautiful wildflowers everywhere. I can tell some stories about eating barbecue. Like I'm hoping I can get a chance to go over to Snow's Barbecue or down to Franklin's in Austin, or even Cooper's out in Llano, and take some pictures, beautiful pictures of the hill country. So this is episode 1, the preparation. The equipment. Let me see. I forgot one thing. I also, you have to be set for everything. And so eye protection, B&H photo, eye protection. And the lenses, the good lens I want to keep on a good camera because for better resolution and stuff. I didn't want to buy 2 of them because I'm just not going to use them much. So I bought one of these to go over the other lens. One of these. And it's adjustable, but the right size. So this will probably go on the 200 or the 70 to 200, and the good one will go on the 100 to 400. And also, I actually have a teleconverter for the 100 to 400, but that might be a little complicated getting the teleconverter off. And the filter, this filter, and the teleconverter off, because when it is in totality, I want to have a lot of zoom capabilities, but at the same time, I want to have, some low light stuff. This is a 2.8, both of these are 2.8 lenses. And so hopefully, maybe I have clear sky, totality. They say you can see the stars and the rest of it, and we'll see what happens. But the one thing about my trip, it's not a complete bust at all because I'll spend some time with a good friend, and there's a lot of other stuff to photograph right now in Texas. So episode 1, after this, I'll show you some of the test images I did for the sun. And I even tried it on a cloudy day. That'll be part of this. So Jim goes to Texas to experience the total eclipse. And man, I want to tell you, there is like a lot of hype over this. I'll have a little collage of some of this. It's amazing. So I guess wish me well. Pray for clear skies for me, and I'll send the images when it's all done and tell the whole story. So thanks for watching. God is good. This is just after Easter, and He has risen to remind you just how wonderful it is to be a sinner like me and saved, because Christ died for my sins. All right. Beautiful sunny day outside here in the chilly weather, and I'll be looking forward to the 70s. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.